everyone. Hello, hello. This is the Black Shadow here with the June channel update. It is, of course, yes, that time of the month where we look at series going on, future plans, all that sort of malarkey. Your regular, reliable, and sometimes concise wrap-up of events going on with the channel. There's definitely a lot of stuff currently ongoing, to be fair, actually, both series-wise as well as future plans. There's going to be a lot in this video, so I'm going to try and keep things as brief and verbose as I can, but there may be some rambling going on, as is, a habit in these videos. Now, just a warning, just going straight out here, I will talk about this more in the various LPs. The next week or so, it's Friday 31st, the next, 7 days or so are going to be incredibly busy for me. I've got all manner of stuff going on, and as such, I'm hoping this is not going to affect the uploading schedule of the channel for the next couple of weeks or so, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does. I've got a couple of videos for some series here and there dotted around, but just a prior warning that there might be the occasional day where nothing gets uploaded on the channel, because I'm so busy. The next week or so, I'm out almost all day, almost every day for the next 5 days. It's kind of ridiculous. So just a warning for you guys. If something doesn't appear for some reason, then that would be why. Okay, so RE6 co-op, which me and CM3 started only about a week ago now. It was our decision to do this late, to do this co-op, I should say, even, was a late decision in the end. I had originally intended to do this solo, it must be said, but things changed and transpired, and we had a discussion, and we thought, actually, you know what, this might be quite enjoyable. And I reckon so far, from the little we've done, I think this has already probably been more interesting and more entertaining for me to record with him than it would have been solo. We've only realised how long a series this is actually going to be. Resident Evil 6 is quite a big game, as it turns out. I didn't really know, effectively with all the campaigns and stuff. There's a lot of stuff to do. And so that's going to keep us pretty busy. At the moment, we're kind of reasonably settled, because there's other LPs and series currently ongoing on the channel we'll talk about in a moment. We're kind of happy and settled with doing a couple of uploads a week at the moment for Resident Evil 6. In particular, we're doing, at the moment, Thursdays and Sundays as it currently stands. This will likely speed up a little bit in the in time to come, maybe like 3 a week, but there's just so much stuff going on the channel with other series, and I'd kind of like to get something like Times, for example, is not far away from being finished. I'd rather like to get something like that done, for example, so that I can focus on what is going to be quite a long series. Again, just a warning that the next week or so, the next couple of weeks, there may be some slight delays in the video or two. Again, I'm pretty busy, and CM3 is also moving. He is moving his residence halfway across town, which is something I'm going to be involved in giving a hand with anyway. So he needs to move, get all his stuff over there, and then he needs to set himself up, and then we need to sort of establish everything again. So there's likely going to be a slight hiccup for Resident Evil 6, as a warning. We did record 6 videos in this recording session, though. So we've got part 4 coming out on Sunday, and then hopefully there won't be too many interruptions the rest of the LP, but just be warned, things can certainly happen. So that is that. Again, I don't know how long this series is going to go for, but it's going to be a while, which is not a bad thing. Which is not a bad thing at all. But it's been nice to see people, have been joining for the videos and such, and hearing already plenty of comments, people's different views on the various bits of the game. The choice to do Chris first, for example, has been mixed. We'll go with that. Time Splitters Future Perfect is next. This is the Patreon suggestion that I got over from Starfruit, as a thank you for a lot of stuff he has done for the channel. It has been very enjoyable. It's been a nice change of pace from a lot of the stuff I've done on the channel, which I think is probably a good thing. Pretty wacky, pretty mad, doesn't take itself all that seriously. But it has been entertaining nonetheless, and I won't knock it for that. There's not that much left of the game yet. We've got 8 parts currently live at the moment. We're going to spend a couple of videos on like the challenge mode of the game. So that's doing all sorts of manner of random things, and then we'll be returning to the story. So we're probably about halfway through the series already. I expect this will be done certainly way before the end of June, probably about mid-June-ish. I suspect this series will be finished up. But yeah, no, it's been entertaining. It makes me wonder a little bit about other games in the series, and it's been nice to see a lot of people have been enjoying it as well, and it's kind of been a nice flashback and kind of a throwback for a lot of folks. So, you know, that's been really good. Certainly. And yeah, I suppose it's... So I'm getting a bit middle of my words here. It is a pretty crazy week at the moment. It is nice to do series a bit like this, a lot more short, a lot more concise, especially given something like Resident Evil 6 and XCOM 2 and Fallout 2. It certainly has been a bit of a refreshing change of pace in that respect, which is probably why it's been reasonably well received. So yeah, we've got a couple more weeks of this probably left, and that'll be more or less finished, I suspect. But we'll see how that goes. XCOM 2 is obviously still ongoing. The mammoth that is XCOM 2. It has been definitely a war. There is no doubt about this. The series that possibly could have and maybe should have already have been lost. Although by some manner of means, I'm keeping it going. For obviously those of you following, things have been pretty bad. Advent have beat the shit out of us. We've lost folks left, right, and center. I've had to do a second call to arms video just to have enough troops to actually, you know, field the series with. And I thank you to everyone who did throw in suggestions into that. We've rocking with almost a total of about 70 suggestions and submissions for the whole LP overall, which is really amazing. That's by far the most we've ever had for any XCOM run. And there's been plenty of decent stories. I've just uploaded the last video of that I have recorded. I need to record some more XCOM 2. I don't quite know when or where that's going to be. I might get an opportunity to do some early tomorrow, but beyond that, I mean, next week is more or less a write-off, recording-wise, so I have to kind of see how things go from there. So that's that. Obviously, I don't know how far we've got to go with the series. Have I got over here? I do, yes. Here we are. I knew I had one of these tabs here. But I have enjoyed the challenge, as much as it has at times caused its own issues. And certainly, you know, it's been a lot trickier than the other XCOM runs that we've done. But that was the whole point. As I said, I deliberately made this series really hard on myself because I wanted to see what would happen if I just really ramped up the difficulty. I didn't make it completely absurd, but I made it very stiff. And the result is that a lot of people have died. We've got some that are still sticking around, some doing decent jobs for themselves, for that matter, as well. The end of Part 24... Oh, these are the wrong way around. Part 25? How did that happen? The end of Part 25, I have got a whole load of characters rolled in. There's 5 characters that have been rolled into the series that will be starting in from Part 26. We have an opportunity to rescue one of our captured troops, Lucy White, I believe it is, who was captured on a mission about a month or so ago in game time, and we have an opportunity to free her. It might be the only chance we ever get to free her, so I do not wish to lose that fight at all. Although I'm kind of scared because, of course, those of you may remember the last time we had one of these missions, it was pretty fucked. The van that the person was stuck in got all glitched out and all sorts of craziness, and it was very frustrating, for sure. So hopefully things stay relatively glitch-free, but we'll see. Fallout 2, this is now heading on over to our Twitch streaming at the moment. These are the 3 current series that are being done locally. Obviously, we are still streaming on Twitch here, which is keeping ourselves busy, mainly on Tuesdays and Fridays. I will divert your attention to the calendar here. There have been a couple of slight changes. Normally, I would be doing a stream today, But I am busy this evening, so the 4-out-2 session with our new highwayman, so we can start, literally traveling all across the waste, is going to be tomorrow as well. It is going to be a late start as well, 6 till 9 rather than 5. This is purely because of, again, I'm quite conscious of the fact that recording-wise, I don't have a lot of time, so I'm kind of cutting it an hour or so off this stream so that it gives me an extra hour or so to do some local recordings for the other series, so that I've got content to upload over the course of next week, because it's going to be pretty tight on my end. So a warning for that. We also have begun our journey into Dead by Daylight co-op, the asymmetrical horror game that is Dead by Daylight. It's nice to see. It's a game I used to play. I played a lot, sort of up until like the new year, and then I basically stopped for a while. And it's nice to see the game is still continuing to be supported pretty well. There's lots of new content coming up. They just had a free weekend, like last weekend, I believe it was, before we did the stream. And there is some DLC actually due to come out over the next few weeks or so. So there'll probably be some like events and stuff going on for that. So that would be pretty nice to show off there. Mainly being joined by Shotgun Jen, Pistol Pete, Cormag, some others as well. And yeah, it's been nice to re-delve into, and the people, for those of us that joined on the stream, it was largely enjoyable. There were certainly some very entertaining moments that happened as well. Some great moments happened in the first stream. So when all that content gets up onto the YouTube, I'll be able to show that off. Speaking of Twitch, actually, there is something I do need to bring up very quickly. There's a few little minor changes and stuff going on here with Twitch, so I'll quickly make a mention of these while I'm here. So I became an affiliate on Twitch about a couple of months or so ago, after doing a load of like streaming on all sorts of bits and pieces. Now, being an affiliate means that it allows folks to actually become subscribers to me over on Twitch. People have done so in a variety of means, some obviously with their own money. There's been like the Prime, the Twitch Prime subscription stuff, which I didn't even know that was a thing. I think it's done via Amazon Prime. I think you get Amazon Prime, you get one free like monthly subscription or so. And a couple of folks have been using those onto my channel, which is very much appreciated. Again, I literally didn't even know that was a thing until people started doing it, and I was like, what the heck is this? So I had to look it up. Those of you who do decide to do so, I do receive, I think it's about like half or so, or whatever the subscriptions are all worth. You do get access to some kitschy little things here and there, like whenever you boot up the stream, there are no adverts. You don't have to worry about any advertisements, interruptions on the streams. You also do now have the option for those subscribers to our first custom emote. Yes, folks, it is a thing. I had to choose and think, what do we want? But it seemed perfect to use this for our Twitch emote, folks. So that is now access to everyone that is a subscriber. And there's other little bits and pieces as well. You can chat, you can do stuff with like cheering and like spending bits and all sorts of malarkey. There's a whole load of things, and I'm still learning quite a few of them. Again, I wish I knew the system on Twitch a little better than what I did. It is unfortunately just how things are. You gotta learn, right? So I thank you to everyone that is helping support me over on that. It is very much appreciated. Speaking, of course, of channel support, nice segue, the Patreon of the channel. Now, I'm just going to more or less make a mention of how I kind of intend to run this for the rest of the year. So, some of you guys will remember, I think it might have been last month's update video I mentioned it. It might have been a different one. I'm kind of forgetting this. But my intention for the channel is a lot of the stuff we're doing at the moment is being done via my PC. And I do want to have the opportunity and ability to do more stuff from recent consoles, which is not something I'm currently able to do to a standard that I like. As such, I'm currently looking and getting hold of a decent capture card over from Elgato. Now, the idea basically is that the Patreon is going to be used to fund this, and is going to be used to sort all of this out. Now, basically, getting rid of most of the details here and just kind of cutting more or less to the chase. The plan is that some point early mid-July-ish is going to be when I'm going to be looking to track down this capture card. The idea being that I've used some before for consoles, but this is like a proper decent one. This is the HD 60 Pro, I believe it is officially known as, where it literally you literally attach it straight into your PC. So it's effectively a piece of hardware that goes into there, and then you hook that in between the consoles, and it allows you to record at incredibly decent quality, very stably, and also potentially I could actually technically stream off of consoles as well some point in the future, though that will need to take a bit of exploring and getting that to work. I don't know how effective that may or may not be, so we'll have to see how that goes. But either way, look, really, really cool stuff we're looking to deal with. So that's going to be some point around July. I'm going to be looking to get hold of that. After July, I don't know at this moment in time. I'm technically owed a bit of money off Patreon, courtesy of the PC that I've recently got here. So there's some bits and pieces in regards to that. But I don't know beyond July how things are going to work. I will let everyone know more of my intentions and plans close to the time when I kind of know where the ground lies. But just a warning of that is just, a vague idea of what's coming forward, like equipment-wise, going forward. Because I've got more or less most things I need equipment-wise now. I've got the 2 screens, I've got my microphone, I've got a decent PC now. I've got my headset, though I need to replace the ear cushions, admittedly. They're getting a bit worn. But yeah, it's amazing what has been achieved over the course of 12 months. The Patreon, I believe, has been going, for 12 months now, and it has completely changed this channel, and there is no way that I would have gotten to this point for this channel, doing some of the stuff that I am right now, without the support of anyone and everyone who has supported the Patreon at some point or another. Everyone has made their Everyone has had their own impact, whether they donated $1, $10, $100, Xbox Ones. You know what I mean? No, it is really, really appreciated. Everyone has done so much good for the channel that has contributed in this way. The Twitch as well also helps as well on that side too. So a thank you as always to everyone who has supported me via this, and I can only hope that the content that we're producing at the moment and attempting to produce can make up for you guys making those contributions. I hope it's satisfactory for you. Hey, Resident Evil 2 Remake was fun enough, right? That was pretty good. Oh, boy. So that's pretty much everything over on the channel. If you do wish to get hold of me and contact me for questions, anything like that, you can obviously post in the comments of this video. You can get hold of me on the Twitter sphere at BlackShadow993, which has seen a little bit of a change in how it's running. I'm not posting every single video I upload to YouTube with a link for that, because it can get a bit kind of overwhelming, I think, for people keeping an eye on it. But I am using it as an opportunity to communicate with various folks, asking me questions and responding to that. There are the occasional message of information of if there's delays on videos and such. You can keep out of that. Also an opportunity for me to retweet cute cat things. Very, very cute. And all the like of that, so you can see there are some bits there. But again, if you wish to get hold of me like that and have a chat, then please do so. It's always entertaining to speak with you guys where possible. You can obviously as well look to contact us and follow us on the Discord server that we do have on the channel, which I say every month. And there's still folks that sometimes say, oh, I didn't know you had a Discord. But it is one of those things where we, of course, have latest releases. We've got our general chat, which has been pretty busy the past few days or so. Very, very busy. Event scheduling. There's a lot of gaming going on, like Dead by Daylight. And there's other things and pieces going on. And, of course, where would we be without the latest selection of dad jokes? There you go. Enjoy those, everyone, because I still regret some of my life decisions. So, so thank you much everyone for listening. Hope you guys have yourself a nice weekend. As far as today, by the way, uploading schedule is going to be, I'm going to be uploading Fallout 2 session from last week. That's going up tonight. That is one last thing I forgot to make a mention of regarding Twitch becoming a affiliate over here. Because I'm an affiliate of Twitch now, there has to be a delay from when I do the stream to when I actually upload videos to the YouTube channel. I believe officially it has to be at least 24 hours after the stream. It must be exclusive to Twitch for that period of time, which is fine with me. The streams generally go up a few days or so afterwards anyways. So if anyone's wondering why sometimes there's delays on that, that is why. There is now a... it didn't matter when I wasn't like an affiliate, but now that I am, Twitch does reserve the right for all the streams I do for 24 hours after the stream. So just so you guys' information, that is a thing. So take care of yourselves. Fallout 2 will be going up over the course of today. Time Splitters will be probably going up tomorrow. And then on Sunday, hopefully, well, the next bit of Resident Evil 6 will be up because I've already got it. And hopefully the next episode of XCOM 2 will also be going on live on Sunday as well. But fingers crossed on all that. The next sort of 7-10 days are going to be a bit wish-washy. That's just how it is. So have fun, take care of yourselves. Hope you see you on for Fallout 2 tomorrow. But other than that, have yourselves a lovely weekend, guys. Take care.